Okay, hi everyone. So I just wanted to record a video to give you some tips and advice when you're learning guitar. As a tutor, I'm teaching now since 2003 basically, so we're talking 21 years full time. I'm playing 30, nearly 40 years. God, that's a bit scary. The big thing that I see that everybody is lacking when they're learning guitar, especially these days with there's so much information, is structure. Structure is so important on guitar, and you kind of think, oh well, sure, there's all these videos, and I've got all the information I need. But the problem is the information that you're finding is probably not the information you need, and if you do find the information you need, it's not in the right order. It has to be in the right order, and I see so many people struggling with learning, and it's because they're doing things back to front, or they're going on. I'll give you an example. Somebody wants to learn lead guitar and they jump in with the A pentatonic minor scale on the fifth fret just because everybody else does, or for whatever reason because a book told them to. That doesn't necessarily mean that's the best way to do it. The best way that I find is to strip it all down to three steps. This is how my whole philosophy on teaching is: you've got step one, build a musical foundation. Now within that step, you've got to do things in order. So you don't jump in straight away and start learning a C chord, because trying to learn a C chord is really difficult. And these books that have a C chord on page 3 really bug me, because it's not like that. And you probably are noticing when you're doing things that it just isn't easy to do these things. These books, just the books, a lot of teaching books don't compensate for the fact that guitar is really difficult, even though they're beginners books. So what I do in lessons and in the way I teach is to find out exactly what is wrong. Whatever it is you're doing right now, if you've been playing a while and you come in, sometimes I gotta say to people, you just need to go back to the start. Let's do this thing right this time. Forget everything else. We're just going to do it right from the start. So you may or may not know I have an online. I'm not on here to sell anything, by the way. I'm on here just to give you some advice. But I have an online coaching program where I'm coaching students as well as them working on it in their free time 24/7. And some of those have come in and they've done a bit and they've just decided, I'm going back to the start. I'm going to go through it all again. So 3 steps is really how I look at it. If you simplify things into threes, it's so much easier. So building your musical foundation, which is your chords and your scales and all the things you're going to need, how to read rhythm and stuff. And then step 2 is the learning the essential skills, how to actually take the chords and the scales and put it all together. And then step 3 is turning all that step 1 and 2 into music. And when you look at things like that and you see it broken down like that, it's so much easier. So my advice would be, don't get overwhelmed with all the information out there. If you're not doing things in the right order, or you've picked up bad habits and you know you've picked them up, but you're maybe thinking, I'll be okay. It won't be okay, because you're going to have to get them sorted out. If this is something that you're struggling with and you kind of feel like enough's enough, I want this sorted out, I want to learn guitar properly, I've been trying this for 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years. I've heard of people playing 20 years and they're like, oh well, it's all part of the struggle. It's not part of the struggle. Shouldn't be any struggle. Guitar is straightforward if you do things in the right order. It's as simple as that. Do it in the right order. And if you haven't got any order or structure, it's time you got some. And that's what you need. So if this is any way relevant, if this is kind of hitting home with you and it's making sense, and you're kind of thinking, I'm fed up. I'm fed up trying to play guitar. I'm trying to learn guitar. I just want to play it. What I would advise you to do is comment below and let's just talk about it in the comments, and let me get an idea of where you are right now, because I can give you for any advice for free. There's nothing for sale, just to give you some tips and guide you and help you out with it. Only imagine how difficult it must be these days to learn to play. When I was learning, it was tough, but there was no internet long time ago. Not she would say, but it's made me feel old. In the 80s, when I was learning, there was no internet. So I was in the same position on a smaller scale, buying a book, hoping the book would help me out, trying to learn Jimi Hendrix and stuff, which was probably way before I should have. But it was motivation to keep me going. So the whole point of my YouTube channel, I hope, by the way, thanks very much if you've subscribed. If you haven't, I'd really appreciate if you could subscribe. if it would really help the channel. But what I've tried to do is break things down and give you a small taste of what it's like when somebody is there for you, helping you through this journey, instead of just handing out stacks and stacks and stacks of lessons. You know, how you really get help on guitar, if I'm honest, is working with somebody in some shape or form, whether that's sending them through a video and them giving you help and feedback on Messenger, or you come to a coaching call, or you get one-to-one lessons. Whatever you do, make sure you get some actual help from somebody that knows what they're doing. That's the biggest thing I would say, because that's how my students progress. They come to me with their problems and I fix them. It's as simple as that. So the reason I'm putting this out there is just to give everybody an idea of what is available. You can get some help with your playing from me. If you prefer not to, no problem, but the option is there. And do check out my other stuff. And if you're on the other platforms like Instagram and TikTok, check out the videos there, because I'm on the same road trying to help you learn guitar really easily without all these tutors that are basically giving you a load of crap to play in your way, and you're kind of thinking after your lesson you're going on YouTube and wherever else trying to find the answers because they didn't give you the answer in the lesson. That's not teaching, and that's not the way it should be. You need somebody who's really cares about you and your playing and actually wants to help. I hope you found that helpful. Do feel free to check out the rest of the stuff on the channel. I hope it helps you. And if you have any questions about any of the other stuff in your playing, pop a question in below, and I'm only too happy to help you out and help you move forward. So we'll chat again soon, and do watch out for more videos coming very soon. Okay, bye.